Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. Here are the NBA regular season standings updates, game result, and the game schedule for tomorrow. For the game result, in the first game, the Phoenix Suns got their 4-game winning streak after defeating the Washington Wizards, with a score of 115-101. Dillon Brooks was the top scorer for the Phoenix Suns with 26 points, followed by Colin Gillespie had 25 points, Devin Booker scored 22 points, and Royce O'Neal added 15 points. Trey Johnson was the top scorer for the Washington Wizards with 24 points, followed by C.J. McCollum scored 17 points. In the second game, the Milwaukee Bucks got their second straight win after defeating the Charlotte Hornets, with a score of 123-113. Bobby Portis was the top scorer for the Milwaukee Bucks with 25 points, followed by Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 24 points, Miles Turner had 23 points, and Kevin Porter made a double-double performance of 15 points and 11 assists. Brandon Miller was the top scorer for the Charlotte Hornets with 31 points, followed by LaMelo Ball scored 26 points. The Golden State Warriors beat the Brooklyn Nets, with a score of 120-107. Stephen Curry was the top scorer for the Golden State Warriors with 27 points, followed by Jimmy Butler scored 21 points, Trace Jackson Davis had 11 points, and Gary Payton added 10 points. Michael Porter was the top scorer for the Brooklyn Nets with 27 points and 9 rebounds, followed by Igor Demon scored 23 points. The Miami Heat got their 3-game winning streak after defeating the Denver Nuggets, with a score of 147-123. Norman Powell was the top scorer for the Miami Heat with 25 points, followed by Nikola Jovic scored 22 points, Jamie Jaquez made a double-double performance of 20 points and 11 assists, and Kelly Ware added 19 points and 9 rebounds. Nikola Jokic was the top scorer for the Denver Nuggets with 21 points, followed by Jamal Murray made a double-double performance of 20 points and 11 assists. The Toronto Raptors got their second straight win after defeating the Orlando Magic, with a score of 107-106. Jamal Sheed was the top scorer for the Toronto Raptors with 19 points, followed by Brandon Ingram scored 17 points, Grady Dick had 15 points, and Scotty Barnes made a double-double performance of 13 points and 11 rebounds. Anthony Black was the top scorer for the Orlando Magic with 27 points, followed by Paolo Banchero made a triple-double performance of 23 points, 15 rebounds and 10 assists. The New York Knicks got their 3-game winning streak after defeating the New Orleans Pelicans, with a score of 130-125. Jalen Brunson was the top scorer for the New York Knicks with a double-double performance of 28 points and 10 assists, followed by OG Anunoby also made a double-double performance of 23 points and 11 rebounds, Mohamed Diawara scored 18 points, and Miles McBride added 14 points. Zion Williamson was the top scorer for the New Orleans Pelicans with 32 points, followed by Saddiq Bey scored 26 points. The Cleveland Cavaliers snapped their 2-game losing streak after defeating the San Antonio Spurs, with a score of 113-101. Jarrett Allen was the top scorer for the Cleveland Cavaliers with a double-double performance of 27 points and 10 rebounds, followed by Evan Mobley scored 16 points, Darius Garland also made a double-double performance of 15 points and 11 assists, and Jalen Tyson added 11 points. Victor Wembanyama was the top scorer for the San Antonio Spurs with a double-double performance of 26 points and 14 rebounds, followed by Stephon Castle scored 15 points. The Oklahoma City Thunder got their second straight win after defeating the Atlanta Hawks, with a score of 140-129. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the top scorer for the Oklahoma City Thunder with 39 points, followed by Chet Holmgren scored 24 points and 9 rebounds, Jalen Williams had 20 points and 9 rebounds, and Cason Wallace added 17 points. Nickeil Alexander-Walker was the top scorer for the Atlanta Hawks with 30 points, followed by Onyeka Okongwu made a double-double performance of 26 points and 14 rebounds. The Minnesota Timberwolves snapped their two-game losing streak after defeating the Chicago Bulls, with a score of 136-101. Naz Reid was the top scorer for the Minnesota Timberwolves with 33 points, followed by Anthony Edwards scored 23 points. Julius Randle made a double-double performance of 17 points and 14 assists, and Dante DiVincenzo added 12 points. Nikola Vucevic was the top scorer for the Chicago Bulls with 23 points, followed by Matisse Buzelis scored 13 points. The Houston Rockets got their three-game winning streak after defeating the Indiana Pacers, with a score of 126-119. Kevin Durant was the top scorer for the Houston Rockets with 30 points, followed by Jabari Smith made a double-double performance of 21 points and 10 rebounds, Amen Thompson scored 20 points, and Reed Sheppard added 13 points. Pascal Siakam was the top scorer for the Indiana Pacers with 23 points, followed by Benedict Mathurin scored 14 points. In the last game, the Portland Trail Blazers got their second straight win after defeating the Dallas Mavericks, with a score of 125-122. Deni Avdija was the top scorer for the Portland Trail Blazers with a double-double performance of 27 points and 11 assists with 9 rebounds, followed by Caleb Love and Shaedon Sharpe scored 24 points each. Donovan Clingan made a double-double performance of 18 points and 11 rebounds. Max Christie was the top scorer for the Dallas Mavericks with 25 points, followed by Brandon Williams scored 22 points. And here are the NBA regular season standings updates. For the Eastern Conference standings, the number 1 in the Eastern Conference standings is Detroit Pistons, with a record of 24 wins and 8 losses. The number 2 is New York Knicks, with a record of 23 wins and 9 losses. The number 3 is Boston Celtics, with a record of 19 wins and 12 losses. The number 4 is Toronto Raptors, with a record of 20 wins and 14 losses. The number 5 and number 6 is Orlando Magic and Miami Heat, with a record of 18 wins and 15 losses. The number 7 is Philadelphia 76ers, with a record of 16 wins and 14 losses. The number 8 is Cleveland Cavaliers, with a record of 18 wins and 16 losses. The number 9 is Chicago Bulls, with a record of 15 wins and 17 losses. The number 10 is Atlanta Hawks, with a record of 15 wins and 19 losses. The number 11 is Milwaukee Bucks, with a record of 14 wins and 19 losses. The number 12 is Charlotte Hornets, with a record of 11 wins and 21 losses. The number 13 is Brooklyn Nets, with a record of 10 wins and 20 losses. The number 14 is Washington Wizards, with a record of 7 wins and 24 losses. The number 15 is Indiana Pacers, with a record of 6 wins and 27 losses. For the Western Conference standings updates, the number 1 in the Western Conference standings is Oklahoma City Thunder, with a record of 28 wins and 5 losses. The number 2 is San Antonio Spurs, with a record of 23 wins and 9 losses. The number 3 is Denver Nuggets, with a record of 22 wins and 10 losses. The number 4 and number 5 is Houston Rockets and Los Angeles Lakers, with a record of 20 wins and 10 losses. The number 6 is Minnesota Timberwolves, with a record of 21 wins and 12 losses. The number 7 is Phoenix Suns, with a record of 19 wins and 13 losses. The number 8 is Golden State Warriors, with a record of 17 wins and 16 losses. The number 9 is Memphis Grizzlies, with a record of 15 wins and 17 losses. The number 10 is Portland Trail Blazers, with a record of 14 wins and 19 losses. The number 11 is Utah Jazz, with a record of 12 wins and 19 losses. The number 12 is Dallas Mavericks, with a record of 12 wins and 22 losses. Number 13 is LA Clippers, with a record of 10 wins and 21 losses. The number 14 is Sacramento Kings, with a record of 8 wins and 24 losses. The number 15 is New Orleans Pelicans, with a record of 8 wins and 26 losses. And here are the games scheduled for tomorrow, December 31, Wednesday morning. In the first game, at 9 a.m., Memphis Grizzlies vs Philadelphia 76ers. In the second game, at 10 a.m., Utah Jazz vs Boston Celtics. In the third game, at 11:30 a.m., Los Angeles Lakers vs Detroit Pistons. In the last game, at 12 p.m., LA Clippers vs Sacramento Kings.